This 99 one is back in the news again, but this time round, it's the buyer suing the agent and the agency for 580,000. Hi guys, I'm Dennis from Home Seller. We help condo owners sell condo for 4,999 and HDB for 1,999. This couple buyer is suing the agent, the agency and the law firm over this 99 one property transaction. They're claiming 586,000 because this is the amount IRAS charged them. Actually, there are two types of 99 one. Type A is the legal one and Type B, which is the illegal one, as mentioned by the newspaper. Let me attempt to introduce two players to explain to you the Type A and Type B. Type A, the legal one. When two buyers, can be a couple, brothers, friends, want to buy a private property together, they can enter into 50-50 or 99 one. Doesn't matter because they're trying to have a specific share among themselves. The key thing to note is that these two buyers enter into 50-50 or 99 one from day one of the contract, OTP or SMP. Usually a couple enters into 99 one arrangement, right, is because they are planning to have a second property when their financial gets stronger, so that when the time comes, just the 1% spouse will exit and use his name to buy a second property without paying ABSD. So this planning for the future is perfectly legal. Version B, the illegal one. The typical example is when this father owns 1, 2 or 3 property already, but he still wants to buy a property because he knows that if he uses his name to buy another property, he'll be slapped with high ABSD. So you think of a very smart move. He asks Aboy. This Aboy is usually above 21 years old. So he asks Aboy to go and buy a property under his full name, 100%. So Aboy buys this property from day one under his whole name. But this Aboy, being very young, his income is not strong enough to take the full loan for this new property. So what they attempt to do is that, right, this Aboy, after signing a contract with the seller or the developer, once the paperwork are done, right, Aboy will then attempt to sell 1% to the father. Then the father, right, will only pay the ABSD based on the 1%. This might get a bit complicated, but basically, right, because Aboy entered from day one, father entered not much later, usually a few weeks later. This will minimize the ABSD for the father because the ABSD is taxed only on the 1%. In this version B, Aboy and father cannot enter into a contract from day one because if you enter together from day one, the father got to pay full ABSD on the 100% of the property value. Although the father owns 1% and Aboy owns 99%, the bank will give out loan based on the full income of the father and the son. So for the version B, illegal version, IRS will probably ask you, why did Aboy sell 1% to the father weeks later instead of going in from day one? The version A, when both parties enter from day one together, is still legal and it's a perfect method for couples to own two properties eventually. If you're still confused, you can give me a call. I'm Dennis from Home Seller. We help condo owners sell condo for 4,999 and HDB for 1,999.